Hey everyone, I want to talk about um, unfinished business. And when we are empty nesters, whether your children left on their own accord or they ghosted you or anything along those lines, when your children are gone, what do we do? And I wrote this down. I said, when our children are gone, it gives us an opportunity to take care of unfinished business, organizing your house, taking a vacation, completing your will, etc. And a lot of people say, well, I poured my heart and soul into my kids, and I've lost myself. And I understand that's normally what happens when you have children is you have this little being, and you have to take care of them and raise them up, and hope and pray that everything you did, that you poured into them, goes out into this world. But I want to share with you something that I decided to do um, to take care of some unfinished, not really unfinished business, but it's something I did, which was really a lot of fun. I went into the past and I decided to go to my childhood area and take pictures of the places I really love, my childhood school and church and a little store I used to stop at to get candy and whatever. Um, and so I did spend time doing that, and it's really exciting. Another thing you can do is if your childhood home has been sold or whatever, you can, and like what happened with us, my parents bought our house in West Dallas, and I don't know who they bought it from, but anyways, during one of our family parties, one of our birthday parties, a couple of individuals came up and said, we lived in this house and we're really interested in seeing the inside. And my dad said, of course, go on in. And this is back in the 70s when things were safer. So anyways, we let them in and they said, oh, this is where we're used to this and that. And we were able to really allow them the opportunity to grab a hold of it. It was really exciting. Um, I personally will be going on a tour of my kindergarten school in December, and I'm inviting other people to go with, other alumni to go, because why not? You can go back to your favorite restaurant if it's still there. And if even we have a place called Shake, we had a place, kids, a pizza place that was called Shakey's Pizza, and in West Dallas, and it has been sold, and it's been a number of different businesses, but now it's this place called Nico's Pizza. So I said to my husband, no, actually, what's interesting is through the St. Aloysius alumni group, I reconnected with one of my childhood best friends, and she's still living in West Dallas. And I connected with her, and I said, where should we go? Well, let's go eat. And she said, great. And we went to the old Shakey's Pizza and now Nico's, and it was delicious. It was so much fun. We looked in and said, oh, that's where they used to have the games and this and that. So why don't you tap into things that you really enjoyed before you had children? And unfinished business could be that when you had children, you gave up doing a certain activity, or even if you're single now, you could try dating again. Dating in your 50s is different from dating when you're a teenager. So be careful, take it easy, and don't ever sacrifice your well-being and your privacy by telling people where you live. That's number one, don't do that. Because you never know who's on the other end of the computer. So anyways, if you do online dating, if not, just be really careful and take it slow. um I'm not going to tell you what to do. If you want to get out there and do your thing, and you got to sow your wild oats, that's your thing. But anyways, I just wanted to say, enjoy yourself, rediscover who you are. If when you were a kid, if you liked roller skating, buy some roller skates and hold on for dear life and hope that you survive, because now you have roller blades and not roller skates. Another thing I did was I went to the Pettit Ice Center where I used to ice skate. Well, no, Mayfair Mall in Wauwatosa used to have an ice skating rink way back in the 70s, and that's where we used to go ice skating. But that's closed because now it's just a mall. And as an adult, I went and I skated at the Pettit National Ice Center in West Dallas at State Fair Park. And I fell, and I ended up with a huge bruise on my hip. And I thought, if I break a hip, I might be over. So stick to things that are probably safer. So anyways, that's all I wanted to talk about is it's time to take care of unfinished business, and then you'll find yourself not being so lonely or not being so sad, and you'll have things to look forward to, and there's a million and one things to do out there. So anyways, that's all I've got, and I'll be back.